Come on up here real quick. Video camera that picture right there. This police officer right here in the Capitol said we can't take a picture of him. He's a public servant, get paid for by public funds, and he said we can't take his picture up there. Take his picture, take a video of it. Yeah, they're supposed to be passing laws, upholding the Constitution, and come out and try to get us off the Category 1 free speech form. Grace versus the United States Supreme Court said you can't take it from the Supreme Court. Washington, D.C. has an ordinance against it. Give me the Constitution, get him on the video right now. I ain't never let, no one's taking me off the free speech form.
No, listen here.
Category 1, you can regulate 3 ways. Because the
here.
state has compelling state interest, time, manner, and place. Only if you have compelling state interest. We don't block the ingress or the egress. We don't stop anybody from coming in and out. There is no compelling state interest. If there were a compelling state interest, you got to give us the least restrictive alternative, which will be across the street in front of the legislative office building. That's the Supreme Court rule on it.
I appreciate if you wouldn't spit on me, because that's what you're doing right now.
Well, I'm sorry about spitting on you. I try to retrieve that spittle. Okay, but I'm telling you one thing, I get fired up when anybody tries to get me off of a free speech form. Category 1, parks and the sidewalks from time immemorial, you can't get them off. The sidewalks or the parks. That's all there is to it.
You're free to do what you're asking to do on Washington Street.
I'm free to do it on any sidewalk, especially from the Capitol. The Capitol, you're supposed to uphold the Constitution. We can do it on any sidewalk in the United States. Washington, D.C. passed an ordinance and said, oh, you can't pick it in front of the United States Supreme Court. Guess what? The Supreme Court said in Grace versus the United States, no, you can too. It's a Category 1 free speech form. I'm just telling you, I've had police officers try to get me off forever. I've been arrested I don't know how many times. I've been in jail I don't know how many times. And every time the charges are dropped. He says it's inconvenient for me to go to jail. That's all. Upholding the First Amendment is inconvenient.
Let me communicate with
okay,
you. I've given you the right to
okay, go ahead.
Let me communicate with you.
All right, go ahead.
First of all, can you tell me your name?
Dr. John Trotter.
Okay.
Got 2 doctors. One from University of Georgia, one from Mercer Law School.
Okay.
All right. All right, I'll give you a card even.
John Rogers.
Trotter. Dr.
Trotter.
John Rhodes Austin Trotter. Here, take one of my cards right there, okay? Check me out. Okay? I know what I'm talking about. I know the law, and I know I'm not letting anybody get me off a Category 1 free speech form, especially in front of a Capitol when the folks are supposed to be passing laws to uphold the Constitution. The federal Constitution overrides anything they say up there, huh?
And these people right here, we get on, so we can take it to court.
Free speech form, Category 1 free speech form.
We take it to court.
I ain't going nowhere on a free speech form. Unless they put me in a paddy wagon. I've been in many paddy wagons, and I'm always getting out, and they always drop charges, and I end up suing. That's just all there is to it. If we can video anybody out here, this guy right here talking about we can't video him. Get him on video. I want him on video more, that guy over there. Video anybody I want to video, especially if they're public servants. Get paid for by the taxpayers. That's right, get a picture right there. Teachers going to be mad as hell. In November, they're going to be charging, storming the castle with pitchforks. Storming the Capitol with pitchforks. It's convenient. They got beat. Okay.
Coming out here.
Okay, good.
They want to get calls.
Where's the 2 guy?
I think they're going to see that the camera's going to.
Okay, yeah, I told him they'd be here. Tom's on trial. Tom Jones down at the trial. The Spelman lady got killed. I told him he called WSB. Remember that Spelman lady got killed? The girl from Spelman got shot. They got the trial. Tom's WSB. It's a Category 1. I thought like that. Yeah. Like that. I mean, cause somebody to have a wreck. Sure, at least restricted alternative.
That's what I'm trying to do here, to make sure that the traffic
Right, we don't
people to cross the crosswalk.
And we don't ingress and egress. We understand that.
Trooper,
right.
Okay?
We understand ingress and egress. We always let everybody by. In fact, we were laughing at the legislators. One of our known for years. John, you get the older you get, the frustrated you get. Okay. But Category 1, we know not to block ingress and egress. We know that if it's anything, the only way that the state to regulate this.
Let's go around to Washington Street, and you're welcome to protest or whatever you need.
Well, I'm welcome to Category 1 free speech form. I'm welcome. The United States Constitution, I'm welcome. Sir, can you tell me why I can't picket on a Category 1 free speech form?
Sorry.
Can you explain the law to me? I got no video camera. I want the law explained to me. You're not concerned about the law.
What you got concerned on video
Well,
camera.
can you tell me why?
Because we have all our protests in front on Washington Street.
Well, I'm glad y'all do, but I have
That's
a right.
all. We're not asking. We're not trying to.
Category 1 free speech form. This is a Category 1. Category 1. The only way the state can regulate time, manner, place regulation if you have that compelling state interest. And the compelling state interest, you got to have an ordinance on it based on a compelling state interest, as if, well, it's going to cause a traffic accident. We know those kind of things. Then you got to give the least restrictive alternative. I mean, Washington D.C. passed an ordinance saying you cannot protest in front of the Supreme Court, United States. Supreme Court said no, you can. Grace versus United States. Grace versus U.S. Look it up. I know the First Amendment law.
Okay.
Category 1 is a
in that
sidewalk.
case,
Time immemorial. Sidewalks and parks, you can't get people off unless you have a compelling state interest. It can't be. It's got to be content neutral.